In 2015, a survey with 12 hospitals in Ohio found that the daily price of a typical hospital room ranged from anywhere from $887 to $3,000, with the average being $1,822. $1,800 is a lot of money to be spending on your health care and a huge anxiety when you're in an emergency situation. This is why we have health insurance to help on the financial side of health care. If you do have health insurance, you should consider yourself lucky and take advantage of the information you have, which is your benefits. I'm going to be discussing how to do this by knowing how to read your insurance card. Insurance can make all the difference when it comes to your health. It is your responsibility to understand how insurance works, and insurance policies vary person by person, so it's very important that you should take time to understand your own policy and look into it whenever you're looking into buying insurance or what policies you're going to have. Let's look at the 5 main points of a typical insurance card. First, this is a typical insurance card. Blue Cross Blue Shield is a very well-known insurance company. It's actually one of the largest in the country. When you call a doctor's office to schedule a new patient appointment, they will most likely ask you, what type of insurance do you have? When they are asking this, they're asking for the name right here. So this is Blue Cross Blue Shield. Another main point whenever you see this is you want to look down here if your card has either PPO or HMO. This is really going to determine whether that insurance or that facility is a network with your insurance, so you don't want to just leave them with, oh, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. So if your card doesn't have whether PPO, HMO, EPO, anything like that, you're going to want to call your insurance company before you call a doctor's office and ask what type you have. Now, you can always find that out by calling your insurance company or going back to your insurance paperwork whenever you sign up for the plan, and it should have it on there. Once you've confirmed that that facility is in network with your insurance company and you want to see that doctor, they're probably going to ask you who this subscriber is or the policy holder. On this one, for example, say this is my card and it says Matthew J. Smith. Well, I'm not Matthew, that's my husband. So this insurance is under his name because it's through his employer. They're going to want to know who this policy holder is, if it's through a job, who the employer is, and then that's how they're going to narrow it down from the millions of people who have Blue Cross Blue Shield to a little bit smaller so they're able to find your benefits. After determining that, you're going to want to look into the group number. Not all insurance cards are going to have a group number, and you may not have a group number at all. But if you do, it's going to say group number, and that's this 057194. You want to say this clearly when you're telling the medical office, because even one number being off could mean that when they look up your insurance benefits, it's going to show you don't have any. And then next is the identification number. This could be under member ID, policy ID. A lot of times it's going to be longer than the group ID. So in this one, you're going to want to say it's Z as in zebra, G as in giraffe, P as in penguin, 8346948. Again, the letters at the beginning, if there's any letters in there at all, you want to make sure that you're clarifying each letter, giving an example of that name, like Z as in zebra. Again, because if the letters are off, then they're not going to be able to find your policy. They may also ask for your social security number. It's completely up to you if you want to give it to them, but with them being a medical facility, they are not allowed to release that information. Finally, on the back of this card, there's going to be a lot of information down here that you can read, but the most important thing are these phone numbers right here. For you, it's going to be customer service. Anytime you have any questions about your insurance policy or what's covered, what's not covered, who's in your network, as the customer or the person under the insurance, you're going to want to call this customer service. So that's a huge number as a member that you're going to use. All these other ones, it tells you what it's for, but really you don't need to pay attention to unless you're giving a doctor's office this number, the provider. A doctor is a provider. Insurance can be very confusing, and most doctor's offices have someone to explain this is what we do, and this is what's covered, this is not what covered, this is what is out of your out-of-pocket, and they do that as a courtesy. Insurance policy, that's your responsibility because that's something you're paying for and that you are giving the company to discount your price. So it's really important that the insurance, you know the insurance company name, whether it's HMO or PPO, know the group number, your member ID, and the phone numbers on the back. Again, having insurance is a luxury, believe it or not. And knowing the basics is being responsible for your own parts of your insurance.